Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am gonna go about this a little different way. I have sat down, I've tried to do this a lot of different ways, and I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm just gonna be very informal, and I'm gonna give you a list of baby, newborn, this is the newborn essentials. I'm gonna give you a little rundown. I have 3 kiddos, and this is my list of things that I have used for all 3 kids, and I do feel they're essential. And I think you put them on your registry, and it's a good starting point to get you going with your baby. So let's dive in. Okay, so I am a list maker, so you're literally gonna see, I am gonna be consulting this list as I sit here propped up on my Boppy. I'm gonna run down this list with you guys. All right, I'm gonna do these by categories. So the first category I put together was sleep, because sleep is the most important thing. So what do you need for sleep? You are going to want a bassinet of some type. There are a million out there, all different price points, and I'm going to give you 2 suggestions that I think would be good. Okay, so I was filming, and I think I talked for a good 2 minutes before I realized that it had stopped recording because I keep running out of space. So I'm going to try to be quick. I'm a talker. Maybe it's the Southern girl in me, I don't know, but I am a talker. Okay, sleep. Let's get right into it. Bassinet. I just got done using the Fisher-Price. I don't know the exact name of it. It was wonderful. It had a little shelf underneath it, or a little like a mesh station where I stored diapers and extra, changing pad covers and things like any little extra things I might have needed in the night. I would recommend getting a sheet for it. They have a little thin mattress pad type thing, and it's kind of plasticky feeling. So I found some fitted sheets, and I bought 2 so that if one got soiled or spit up on or whatever it was, I would have one to put on and one that I could be washing. So that would be my suggestion, is do that. Another option, and there's lots of bassinets out there. Fisher-Price was just one that I found. It worked great. It had not a lot of bells and whistles. It was a very kind of lower end price point. They have very pricey ones. I don't think are necessary, like the Snoo. I think those are they may be wonderful, but it was not in my budget to do that. Another option for a bassinet is the Pack and Play, like Graco Pack and Play. Those are fantastic, and they have a bassinet insert that you can use. And then when you're done with that, you have your Pack and Play for like a little playpen type safe area to put your baby down in. Lots of great uses, excellent for travel. So those are my 2 suggestions for bassinet, because you're going to want that baby in the room with you for the first couple of months at least. And then one other tip, this isn't a gear or anything you need. If you're going to have a crib in your nursery and have your baby be in that nursery at some point, I suggest putting the baby down for at least 1 nap. Once they get a month, 2 months maybe, whatever you're comfortable with, start putting them down for at least a nap in their nursery in the crib, because that'll start getting them used to that crib. So whenever you decide to transition them into the crib, they have already been taking a nap in there and kind of getting used to it. Very big tip of mine. I've done that with all of my kids, and I am so glad I did, because it made the transition from our room and the bassinet into the crib so much easier. That being said, I'm going to go into my next essential you need. You're going to want to monitor. I think those are very important. I have never used the Wi-Fi monitors because I've heard so many horror stories and also connection issues. I've always just gotten a video monitor, and I have used several different kinds. I had a Motorola one with my daughter. I hated it. It was horrible. That was 6 years ago. Maybe they've improved since then. I have had Avent Optics, which was a pretty good monitor. I had that with my second baby. The one I have now is a Eufy, and I will link these. I will put some pictures up on the screen and show you guys. So far, I really do like it, but it does not have a very long range. So if I wanted to go outside on the back porch, it cuts out. So that would be my con of the Eufy, but you definitely want a video monitor. I don't think you need a Wi-Fi connected monitor, just a video monitor that does not connect to your Wi-Fi. That is what I have always used and love. Another thing, sound machine. I do think that's essential, and I think it's more essential than ever because now I have 2 kids. They have their sound machines going, so that drowns out the baby, and the baby has his going, and that drowns out the big kids. So you want a sound machine. This is the one. I have had several. This is Let's Fit. I really like this one. I am not loyal to any brand at this point. This one is kind of neat. You can tap it on the speaker, and it's a little nightlight. Then on top, I don't know if you can see this. You can touch the top of this one, and there's your power button. Turns on. And then you've got your volume. Turn it down, and you can change. We like the white noise, but there is lots of different options on this one. So, okay, I have 2 more things dealing with sleep. You want some pacifiers. Some babies love them, some babies don't, but you want to have the option to try it with them. I highly recommend them for sleep, and then, it's totally up to you. But my recommendation is to have a couple of different kinds and brands because you just don't know what your baby will like. The brands that I have been successful with are Nook, Avent has a pacifier, and the one that my baby, this 3rd baby, Dallas, he takes MAM, M-A-M, and he is like that. And when you get them, there are different sizes. You want to make sure for your newborn that you have the newborn smallest size. Definitely get you some glow-in-the-dark ones. So much easier to find in the middle of the night when they spit them out. Next essential that you want to have for your baby is a swaddle. And these come in all shapes, sizes, and styles now. When I first had my daughter, I only knew about the swaddle blankets, which you're going to want to get you some. And even if you don't swaddle with these, you want to have some of these, I think. I even use them for nursing covers. Aden and Anais, I believe is how you say it. My favorite brand. I love these. Now, these are not the soft ones. There's different kinds. There's one that's I think they're called Silky Smooth. And I will link all of this stuff, everything that I can. I'll link it below so you can check it out if it's something you want to look into. This is a mess over here, but I have a bunch of stuff. This is the Silky Smooth material. I don't know if you can see a difference. This is a lot softer. This one is just your basic cotton muslin blanket, and this one is just Silky Smooth. It's really soft. And they come in all these cute patterns. And these, they last forever. They are so good, and you can just wash them. So anyway, swaddles. You want a swaddle blanket, and you can learn how to swaddle with the blanket, which we did with our first child. And as soon as I learned there was an easier way and an easier route and something my baby liked just as much, if not better, I went that route. So instead of learning this, which there's YouTube videos, The Happiest Baby on the Block, I believe, is a video you can watch. There's just so many different resources out there to teach you how to swaddle if that's the route you want to go. So you definitely want swaddle blankets, even if nothing else, for nursing covers. They're good to have in your diaper bag, so you'll want some swaddles. But for sleeping purposes, they now make, this is what I got with my daughter, they make, the Velcro ones where you don't have to try and learn how to do the blanket. You can do these ones that have Velcro. And I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed, but it Velcros your baby in. It has little spots for their arms. And these are wonderful. Brand is Ergobaby. And these were really great. But then, and I use these with 2 babies, but then I found with this 3rd baby, I found these Love to Dream swaddles. They've been the best thing ever. What I have found is my babies hated having their arms, when you swaddle them, typically you swaddle them down by their sides. They hated that. They needed their arms swaddled because of that reflex, the startle reflex. But they loved having their arms kind of up by their face and their, up up by them. So these allow them to have their arms up, but still swaddled and kind of that tight comfort that they like. So this thing is amazing. I mean, there is no swaddling. There's no even Velcros, nothing. You zip them in. And then this is excellent for diaper changes because you can zip them in the normal way, but then zip up from the bottom for diaper changes. These are amazing. They come in all different sizes. This is a small, and they go up. So the next size up, I'm pretty sure, now don't quote me on this, but the next size up, this is a medium, and my baby is still using these. But what's nice about these is they have this here, but it zips off, because eventually your baby won't need that anymore, but they still need these to sleep with, because you don't put them in their crib with blankets. They need like a sleep blanket like this. So this kind of grows with them as they get bigger. And if they still need it and they're bigger and they still need, you know, babies come in all sizes. So if they're a bigger baby, they could use, you know, the size medium, but they would still have the option to have that swaddle to keep their arms, you know, from startling them. But then you can also zip it off if they still need the medium when they no longer need the swaddle. I hope that makes sense. So these have been the best thing. I wish I'd had them from the very start with my first baby. Okay, the next section is nursing and feeding, kind of that whole section. I've grouped things together. So the first thing I recommend, and I'm going to grab it here. This is amazing, a Boppy pillow. I cannot, that has been absolutely a crucial essential for me. I've used it with every baby. I have 2 now. Depending on your house setup, you may want, like if you have 2 levels, you may want one down on the main level when you're down here, and then go up to the second level and have one as well. I had one for a brief moment in time when I had my second, and I was having to go up and down the stairs. And if you're recovering, especially from a C-section, which is what I had to recover from, you do not want to be trying to go up and down the stairs to get your nursing pillow. So I think a Boppy is crucial. And besides that, you want to also have these covers. You want to have several that go over it. So at least 2, so that when one gets spit up and milk and all the fun stuff on it, you can take it off, put another one on, and still have one, you know, that you can wash one and still have one to use. So definitely get yourself a Boppy pillow. You want a comfortable rocking chair, glider, whatever you want to call it. This is mine. I have had this thing for since my first, for 5 or 6 years. I've bought several things that have just lasted for the entirety. This one, it reclines. You spend a lot of time in this, especially if you're nursing, or, you know, those first couple of weeks with a newborn, you spend a lot of time in a rocker. So you want it to be nice. And then this will go into the nursery. But right now, we spend a lot of time in our room, so it is in our master bedroom for now. But this is definitely something you want to invest in. You want to try it out. Find the one that is comfortable for you. But I really, really like this rocker, and it has been crucial for kiddos. I've had it since this one was a baby. Anyways, definitely invest in a good rocker glider for your baby. Okay, this is something I found with my second baby, and it has been amazing. It is this little thing called a Haakaa. I know a lot of mamas talk about it now. I did not know about this with my first, but basically what this does is it was going to attach to whatever breast that you are not nursing on. You're going to attach it to that one so that it catches any milk that is leaking out. And I have gotten, and it's got little numbers on the side, I have gotten upwards of 2.5, even sometimes 3 ounces, especially in the beginning, that I have saved from one side while I'm nursing on the other. It's amazing. And then you can save that and put it in a bottle and give it to your baby. So definitely look into these. I'm not going to teach you how to use it. I'm going to tell you, you're just going to want to have it and try it out. I know it sounds crazy and wild, but look up videos on how to use it. Seriously, it's wonderful. So a Haakaa Pump. Other thing that I have on my list is burp cloths. There is some really cute dirty ones, as you see, I'm still using these. These are just a basic white burp cloth. You're going to want a bunch of these. So I got some, I registered for the Aden and Anais brand. They have some that slip up over your, I don't think I have any down here, but they lay on your shoulder. They're cute designs, all the fun stuff, which is wonderful. But you're going to want to have just a ton, and these are cheaper. So make sure you kind of maybe get a mix of both. And there's just generic white burp cloths. I think Gerber has some. Just go on Amazon, get you a bunch of these. You're going to want them all over the house, especially in the beginning. You're going to have milk and spit up and all the fun stuff. And you want to always have burp cloths on hand. So register for some generic ones. And also maybe if you want some of the nicer ones, put those on your registry too and see what you get. You're going to need bottles, especially if you're not nursing, you're going to need bottles. And if you are nursing, you're going to probably want bottles because even if you're pumping or whatever it is. So you're going to want to have several different kinds of bottles. I would not go out and buy a whole set of one kind of bottle. You're going to want to have several different types because they have different nipples and different flow and all of these things. So I just suggest getting 1 or 2 or 3 different types of bottles, have them available and see what your baby takes to, then go out and buy a full set. I have always used the Philips Avent bottles for all of my babies. They've all taken those. But every time I register for something, you get freebies, and I have been able to try out different bottles as well, but then they always end up liking the Philips Avent, so I highly recommend those. But definitely don't go all in on one brand, one kind, one style, because sure as you do, your baby may not take to those particular bottles. So just have a variety. My last thing that I have for you on feeding and nursing is the OXO drying rack. I just came across this. It is slim. It sits right up next to your wall, and it gets all of the bottles and things off of being spread out all over your counter when they're drying, and they're in this little rack, and it takes it up off the counter. I am going to have a picture pop up of it so that you can see what I'm talking about. I will have everything linked below that I can possibly link, so it makes it easier for you to go and look and research as well, so you can see what I'm talking about. But definitely you want that bottle drying rack. It's more appealing than some of the ones with the grass and the green and all of that. You know, for me, this worked. I loved it, and I love organization and trying to free up clutter and visual clutter, and this kind of helped me with the bottles and drying all of the things, the pass, anything for your baby you want to use and wash, you can dry it on that. I've actually used it for my big kids stuff too, some of their cups and things like that. So it's an excellent piece for the bottle feeding and all of that too. All right, guys, the next category we're going into is diapering, and you're gonna need diapers. So I suggest also, I'm always going to suggest this, is you've got to find the brand that works for you. I personally use Pampers Swaddlers. It's usually what they give you at the hospital. We tried with our first baby all the different kinds. Each baby I've tried several kinds. I've tried the Huggies and the generics and the Hello Baby and all the brands. I've tried them all. Honest Company, everyone. I always end up back with Pampers Swaddlers. That's what works for us. Do what works for you. Register for several different types. And again, I'm going to do a whole video on registering, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you want to have several different types of diapers, and you're going to want to have several different sizes. Newborn up to, ones, twos. But anyways, you're going to want different sizes. You're going to need diapers, and you're going to want some wipes. The wipes I use also, Pampers Sensitive. I've tried all the other brands. This is what worked for me. Just in case your baby has allergies or anything like that, you want the most, easy on their skin. So the Pampers Sensitive work for us. So you have diapers, you have wipes. Triple paste diaper cream. You're going to want to get that. I have tried all the different creams. This one has been tried and true for me, all 3 babies. I love it. A big tub of it goes a long way. It's pretty thick, so you don't have to use a lot of it. And they have travel sizes that I always get to put in the diaper bag as well. So definitely get you some triple paste diaper ointment. Diaper Genie. I know not everybody wants a diaper genie. I swear by diaper genies. They have worked for me. I had one for 5 years. It just broke, and I was using it with my kids as they potty trained and everything. It just keeps the smell down, and I love them. I know not everyone does, but I highly recommend the Diaper Genie. We just got a new one with Dallas, and I just think it keeps the stink down. It is just so handy. It's so sleek. I think Diaper Genie is absolutely 100% worth it. That is my opinion. If you're going to want a diaper bag, I will tell you, go for the diaper backpack. Let me save you some time and some heartache. I tried the diaper bags. I wanted it to be cute. I'm a purse girl, or I was. I was a purse girl before kids, and I will tell you now, just go for the diaper backpack. Save yourself all the time. It keeps your hands free. It's evenly distributing the weight. It is just go for the diaper backpack. I will also say I bought the fancy ones. I bought the fawn. I believe it's the fawn design. I sent that thing back. It was not for me at all. I actually now have a Fisher-Price backpack, and it has little tabs that organize the whole thing. It tells you where to put your diapers and where to put the pacifiers, and everything is labeled. For me, it was an organizer dream. But definitely go for a backpack. There's a lot of backpacks on Amazon, at Target, Walmart. Eddie Bauer is a great brand. We had an Eddie Bauer backpack for the longest time. It was wonderful. Find what works for you and your style, but definitely go for the backpack style diaper bag. You will thank me. Okay, so the next thing I have all deals with changing diapers. You're going to want a changing pad. Just your simple changing pad. It's got your safety straps, and then I just get covers to put over them. But it is just a contour changing pad that you can literally just lay wherever you are using as whatever you're using as a changing station. You just slip the covers on, and you are ready to go. My other advice is to have several. These are changing pad covers so that you are ready to go when accidents happen up here on the changing table. Another type of changing pad cover is the ones, these are wipeable. So you can wipe these off. I don't know if you can, my lighting is not wonderful, but you wipe them off so you can have accidents and wipe them and sanitize them and continue to use them and not have to throw them in the wash constantly. So these are nice to have to interchange. I've had all of these for years. I found them at Target. This is the Circo brand. They are a little harder to find. I think these days they don't have as many. I went gender neutral with mine with my first child because I did not know my first baby was a girl. But then these are really soft. If you would rather have that, I just suggest you have several changing pad covers for when those accidents happen, because they will. I'm all over the place. Okay, the next thing I suggest, just going with all the changing type things, is a changing table. Now, I honestly have always said don't buy a changing table like that's just a changing table. Use a dresser. However, this was my mom's, and when we moved back, my mom had this, wasn't using it. It was sitting in her basement, and she said I could have it. So, and we're currently using my dresser in another room. You want a changing table of some sort. If you can, use a dresser. Use a dresser, because then it serves your child for years to come. If you're buying something for a changing table, I highly recommend using a dresser versus a changing table. But if you can you have one, like I said, that was given to you, or that's just the route you want to go, this is kind of my setup. So you put the changing table on top and anything that you need. You know, this is just my setup because it's not very long. And this is an old changing table. I mean, my parents have had it for, 20 years, 21 years or something. I think it was for my nephew. So I just chalk painted it, made it work for us, and I didn't have to buy anything. My last thing for changing and diapers and stuff is to have like a changing caddy, changing station on multiple areas of your house, wherever you're going to spend the most time. So like me, my nursery's upstairs. I don't want to run up there every time to change a diaper. So I have portable changing stations here that have all my things. I always set it next to the chair that I nurse in, and I have got diapers. I've got my wipes somewhere. My wipes are over here. I've got lotion. I had nursing pads I need to take those out now. I don't really need them as much. In the early days, you do a lot more leaking than you do these days, 9 months down the road. Here's my nipple cream. And I just have all of the things. I've got a swaddle blanket. This is where I keep my Haakaa Pump. I have a changing pad just to lay out if I wanted to. Anything you need. I've got baby wipes, lotion, anything you need. Have it in some type of little diaper caddy so that you can have it around wherever you spend most of your time outside of the nursery, so that it's easy for you to just plop down and change a diaper and be on about your business. So definitely put yourself changing stations, especially right after you have your baby and you're sore and you're recovering. You want to be able to do those diaper changes with as little effort and ease as possible. So definitely have changing stations around your house wherever you know you're going to need them. Another thing I think is essential for your baby is a baby bathtub. I have had this one. This is a Fisher-Price one. I've had this thing for 6 years. Used it with all 3 babies. I love this one because it starts out like this. It's got a sling. So your baby, as an infant, newborn, can sit in here. And then as they get older, you can take the sling. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, guys. You can take the sling completely off, and they can lay in the tub. Then as they sit up, they can sit up in this tub, and it just grows with them. Or you can take this completely out, and then there's a drain. You can pull it up from inside, but I can't pull this off with one hand. And this thing is great. You can put this up on a counter, or you can put it inside your bathtub like this. And I think this is nice. And then you can run the water into it. This is from Walmart. This is just a little cup that you can pour and rinse them off with. And this was like maybe $1 or something from Walmart. It's just real flimsy, real soft to use to rinse them off with. So, and then I will say, when you start putting them in the bathtub, in the baby bathtub, this is my brand, and I think this is crucial and essential. I've had this. I need to wash it, but it's been well loved. This is a kneeler pad. I made this probably about 2 years ago now, and you can, oh my gosh, sitting when you are in the bathtub with your baby and your knees are not on the floor, they are on this kneeler pad. And then it also has this elbow rest that goes with it. Put it on the side of your bathtub. It has suction cups to keep it in place. Put your elbows right here. This is also very cushy and soft. You can put things right here, like your phone or something. If you want on the outside, you can put toys and things on the inside. And actually the one I have, this was a sample. The one I have that is on Amazon that I sell is the pockets are a lot bigger on the front. But this is so nice, and then it is so comfortable with your little elbows here, bathing your baby with your knees nice and soft. So these are also essential, I feel like. Now you will not need this immediately if you don't put that tub inside your tub. If you put that tub on the counter, obviously you'll be standing. But I learned that I like it better here because my water source is right here. I can fill that tub, bathe my baby. Any splashing, anything that happens can all happen inside the tub. And then I can kneel down and my knees are nice and comfortable on my Maddie May bath mat. So bathtub kneeler mat set is essential, I feel, for making bath time comfortable. And you want one of these to pour and rinse your baby with. Also, you will want, this is for my big kids, you will want some type of baby wash. That's the no more tears type stuff. I love the lavender because it's calming right before bedtime. Those are my other essential newborn baby items for bathing. Another essential item that you're gonna want at some point, might as well get it early, is a humidifier. We use this all the time. We have one for each of our kids' rooms. And I really like this brand because there is no filter. There is no filter you have to mess with inside. You just have to clean it and fill it full of water, plug it in. No filter involved. I really, really like this. I have like 3 different brands. This is my favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope this was helpful. I am trying to remember everything that has been helpful and useful in the newborn stage. You know, my baby now is 9 months old, so he's getting ready to go he's in a different stage. But I love talking about baby gear, baby essentials, all the things. It is why I made Maddie May, which is my baby brand. I was wanting to make and create things for mamas and for babies to make life easier, to make life better, or to help in any way I can. I have a heart for mamas, especially brand new mamas. It is a whole new world to adjust to. So if I can make it easier for you to find baby gear, because there is so much baby gear out there, it was overwhelming to me. So that is my passion and my heart, to talk to you guys, especially new mamas. I love sharing about baby gear and talking about baby things and anything that I can do to help you guys. That's why I am making these videos. They are a little bit different than my other videos, but that's why I created this channel, is to talk about motherhood, organization, kids, cleaning, running a house, homemaking. This is my heart. This is my passion, is to bring joy, to bring encouragement to other mothers, because for me, this is what I know. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I just want to encourage you guys. I want to lift you up. I want to bring you things that you find useful and helpful. If what I say is not something for you, or it's not helpful, that's okay. I've learned in motherhood that there is not a one-size-fits-all. Like, everyone has to find their own way. You have to find the things that work for you as a mama. Maybe me suggesting something might lead you to something else that's even better for you. That's wonderful. I cannot tell you enough. Find what works for you. Nothing is set in stone. One mama's way is not another mama's way. So don't ever be discouraged by someone saying, this is it, this is how you have to do it, this is the way it's done, this is what you use. Find what works for you, mama. It does not have to be what everybody else uses, what everybody else does. These are my suggestions, and I'm only sharing them to hopefully help you guys, especially navigate the world of baby gear, because it's massive and it's overwhelming. And also going to try and figure out how to work in my registry. I'm going to do some videos on registry. So if you are looking for what to register for and how to do that, stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you what worked for me and maybe help you out along the way. I have helped out a lot of mamas. I've helped out family members, and people have said, I should be paying you for this. So I thought, why not make a video and share it with other people, so I can help not just my close friends and family around me, but help other people too, because I literally have a list of, I think it was like, I don't know, 6 to 12 pages of all the things I used. I wrote descriptions about them, gave links, everything I registered for that I loved over the years, and I've changed it and I've adapted it and edited it over the years as I've had, 3 babies now. So I just want to share that information with you guys and encourage you, help you find what works for you, and show you my experiences with it. If you are a mama and you have a product or something that you absolutely love that has been essential for you in the newborn stage, leave it in the comments below so that we can all see it, and that maybe that'll help other mamas too see some of the things that you liked. And I think that's about it for now, guys. I mean, my mind is going, I could talk about this stuff all day long, but obviously I'm just talking to a screen right now and I can't interact, so I don't know your questions. If you have more questions or anything at all, leave it in the comments below. If you need further help, reach out to me. I would love to help you further in this journey of finding what you need for your newborn baby. And if you are expecting, congratulations. This is one of the most exciting times and stages. I have enjoyed motherhood so much. Is it easy every day? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not, but it has brought me so much joy, and I just want to pass that on to you and help you enjoy your journey as a mama as best I can. So I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, would you please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification so you do not miss any content that I put out. I don't do just these videos. I do talk about motherhood and stuff, but I also do inspiration for cleaning and organization, declutter, just everything about homemaking and motherhood. So if you want to see more of my content, then like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you in our community. And until next time, friends, take care.